Hi, welcome to What's for Tea with Tracey. So glad to see everybody's back again now that we're open. Hope everyone's having a great week. I know we are. We're so pleased that everyone's back. We're open to the public. Yay! All right, let's get started. We're going to be doing, this is a freezable dish, Zucchini Chorizo slice. Really easy to do. You just grate everything and fry up your onion chorizo and you're good to go. So you grate up one carrot, 2 zucchinis, but one small, so I'm doing 3. And then you dice up a capsicum and an onion and you fry those up with a chorizo sausage. And also we use 4 eggs and some cheese as well, and a little bit of self-raising flour. But it's really easy to do, and we'll be serving this with a nice salad, and I'll show you how to do some salad dressing. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to grate all my veggies up into my bowl and then I'll fry the rest of my stuff up. Okay, so I'm going to get the zucchini and I'm using my new knife, which I bought. No more bread knife for me. Okay, so we'll just grate the zucchini. This is a really nice, good dish. And for kids, like if you want to get zucchini into them, they don't really like it. Like if you know, steam it or whatever, they'll never know. They'll never know that this is what you're putting in. Now it's getting warmer. Sometimes it's nice to have something really light with the salad. So I just thought I'd show you guys this. And you cook it in the oven for 40 minutes. So it's really easy. We will put this into our bowl. Carol wants to come over just so that you know what it looks like.
Do you need to squeeze the liquid out of the zucchini?
No, you don't. Not at all. You just leave it like that. Just put it straight into the bowl. Okay, and we grate our carrot. Okay, well, that's about enough. Okay, so we have our peas, so it's 1 cup of peas, frozen peas.
Sorry, Tracy, you peed on the carpet.
Peed on the carpet. Okay.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Always pee on the carpet, I'm telling you. No letting me out. And 1 cup of self-raising flour. Put that in like that. 3/4 of a cup of cheese, but you put 1/2 cup in this, and the rest of the cheese gets sprinkled over. And now I'm putting cheese all over the bench. Okay, so 1/2 cup of the cheese, which is here. So we put 1/2 cup of 3/4 of the cheese into our bowl. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of oil in our pan. Before we heat our pan up, we're going to cut up our chorizo sausage, onion and capsicum and fry them all together in the frying pan. So we'll cut up our capsicum first.
Have you got the right glasses on there, Tracy?
Yes, for the capsicum, but these will be coming out for the onion. Don't worry about that. So I'm going to dice the capsicum. I must say, since I've got my new knives, smooth as butter.
What, you mean knives that actually will cut something?
I know, for years I've just been, I don't know why I've been using these cheap knives, and one of the girls here said, you know what, Tracy, you should treat yourself to a bunch of good knives. So I did, and they're Stanley Rogers. Stanley Rogers, and they're really nice. I'm just using the everyday knife for cutting, small fruit and veg. So, look at that. What do you think? Smooth as butter. Ta-da! Matches my uniform. Purple. Oh, black. Purple. Purple. And I got my Christmas apron on today. See? And then meow, meow, potty cats with their Christmas hats on. And I've got a pocket. I love a pocket in an apron. A girl has to have a pocket. All right, let's get on to this. 1 onion. Look at that. Perfect. And once we put all our ingredients together, we put it in the oven for 40 minutes. That's done. No tears. Onion glasses off, clear eyes. Not a tear in sight. And then we'll do our chorizo sausage. Put the frying pan on and just chuck them in. Put my sausage in. Around the board. Okay, so we'll get the chorizo so you can slice it, dice it. You cut through it like that. And cut through it like that. Doesn't matter which way you cut it. And then you just dice it like that in little. See how it's just diced in little pieces? That's the way I prefer it. You can do whatever way you like. Okay, put that in there. Turn it all the way up. And we fry it. And when we fry it, finish frying it, we add it to our other ingredients. Okay, so we'll fry this for a little minute, about 5 minutes, and we'll come back and put it with the rest of our ingredients. We'll see you back soon. We have finished cooking our capsicum and onion and chorizo. Helen wants to come over so you can have a look at that. Frying pan over here. And then we get a big spoon and we mix it all in with our ingredients. Just like this. Okay, and in another bowl, we crack 4 eggs, some melted butter. So 40 grams of melted butter, just done in the microwave. 1/4 cup of milk.
Three eggs.
We've just had a bit of an accident. One of my eggs just fell on the floor. So 4 eggs, but we're having 3 today. Okay, that's what we call live television. I reckon it should be all right with just 3 eggs, don't you think, Carolyn?
Well, that's all we've got. Maybe put a bit more milk in.
Yeah, maybe put a little bit more milk in. If that happens,
that's what I normally do when I'm making quiches if I don't have enough eggs. I thin it out with the milk or cream.
So thanks for that good tip, Carolyn. Okay. So we pour our ingredients into our bowl. This is what it looks like. Just make sure you get all the self-raising flour through it. That looks about right, the consistency, even without the egg. Okay. And we are going to pour it into a Pyrex dish. But before we pour it in, we have to put baking powder over it. Baking paper, not baking powder. Sorry, baking paper. And then pour it in.
If you don't have baking paper, what would you do? Would you just grease the pan?
Just grease it, yeah, just grease the pan. Just get enough, like that. So it's just heating out of our pan. And then get our...
It'll stay in the pan if you actually cut it. The other hint is if you don't put it the whole length, just turn the paper around the other way and you just have the ends hanging out. No. Like that. And then you can just lift it out of the pan.
Okay. All right. Perfect. That's a hint.
If you haven't got scissors.
Put it all in. This. And just smooth it out so it's just like that. Okay. And then with the rest of the cheese, just sprinkle it.
I usually don't measure at this stage, I just put lots of cheese on the top.
I might put a bit more cheese on it. I just might put a bit more cheese. Like that.
Can you have too much cheese? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. And then we can pop it into the oven. This is what it looks like for 40 minutes. Perfect. Pop it in at 180 degrees. At 180 degrees for 40 minutes. So we're going to make a nice green salad now. That's going to go with our zucchini slice. I've just bought some. I've always got these in the fridge. They're really easy. They're only $3 and they do a really good salad. Like that. I also like to add a little bit of baby spinach. Like you could just put all these on your salad. Like a handful. Everything's falling out on me today. Okay, now also to my salad, I like to add some celery. The end of the celery, yum yum. Add that. Add some cherry tomatoes. I don't eat them, but a lot of people like them in their salad. I just cut a few of those in there.
Wouldn't cut them up?
No.
Okay.
Chuck them in as they do. I'm going to add some capsicum. When I cut it, I'm just going to cut it into rings, except this bit here, because it's the end bit. Chop that in, and then we just cut it in rings. I'll take the seed out of it first, that might be a good thing. Just like that. The rings. Just cut it in half, just chop that in. Whoops. Oh, I love the smell of cucumber. And what you don't use, just wrap up with foil and put back into the fridge. Perfect onion glasses. Okay, and just add that. The salad. Carol wants to come over so you can see the salad. How nice it looks. You throw out our dressing. Now we're going to make our dressing. So, what we do is we get 1 teaspoon of, I'm using the minced garlic, already bought. So 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. 1/3 of a cup of oil. And 1/3 of a cup of balsamic vinegar. This vinegar here, balsamic. stir it like this, so it's combined with Carol wants to come over. So you can have a look once it's stirred. And just pour it over your salad. You might not use all of it, or you may use all of it, like that. And then use your tongs, like that. Go it through, and if you think that you might leave a bit more, do that, and that's ready for you to serve. You know it's cooked when it's golden brown and firm to the touch. How's that look, Carolyn?
Pretty good.
Looks
Smells
pretty
good.
Nice. Smells beautiful. And we will cut it and then serve it. What I do is I like to cut it like that.
I was going to say, if you run your edges down the two ends, then you can lift the whole lot out onto a cutting board.
Oh.
Just lift the paper up.
Yeah, I might do that when it cools down. So I'm just going to cut my zucchini slices. These are freezable, by the way. Like that. And then in half. That here. And there. Oh, perfect. If I hadn't had the paper the other way, it wouldn't have stuck to there.
Or if you grease the bowl before you put in. Too.
Okay. So.
But having the paper like that makes it easy to lift it out of the dish.
That's true. That is very, very true.
You know I'm all about the easy way. Work smarter, not harder.
So here we go. It's zucchini slice here. We'll put it on our plate. And we serve it with a nice salad. Like that. And that is what's for tea with Tracey today. Next week I'm going to be cooking something out of the Six Sisters Stuff cookbook. It's a lemon chicken, and you can get the cookbook from here, so I thought I'd do something from a cookbook that we have. So we'll see you next week at 5 o'clock, and that's what's for tea with Tracey.